Hi everyone, this is Leonie from My Passion for Paper. Today I would like to show you how I made my crochet edge around a card. I uploaded a video a while ago, a shabby chic card, and I had a crochet edge around it. And Linda, who is FaithChick777 here on YouTube, asked me how I did that, and I am so sorry, Linda. I promised you that I would upload a video on it and I totally forgot about it. There have been a lot of things going on, and it's no excuse, but I'm so sorry, and I hope you will accept my apologies. I have a few other requests and I wrote them down. I never used a journal before or never wrote anything down because I didn't think I would forget about it, but obviously I do. So I started a journal, a YouTube journal, and I hope next time I will be back a lot sooner when people request something. So what I did, I cut 2 circles out of pattern paper, and it's best to use double-sided paper, and I used this ball as a template because the diameter is exactly 6 inches, so I thought it would be easy to use this as a template. So I cut 2 circles out of the pattern paper, and then I take 1 circle and I make a score line at 1/4 of the diameter of the circle. So in this case it's 1.5 inch. So I scored it at 1.5 inch and then folded it back, and we are going to adhere these 2 parts later on, and we are going to punch the holes only in this flap along the side. So here I have my mat and my little tool, and for the how do I call it, the crochet edge, I use a very thin hook. I believe this is a 1.25 millimeter, and I use very thin cotton to crochet, but we'll get back to that later. First we are going to punch the holes in this little flap, and you don't want to punch them too close together, but also not too far apart from each other. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, and we'll start here along the edge. And the distance is something like this. I hope my camera will focus. Yeah. And we're going to do that along the whole side of the flap, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we have something that looks like this, and we're going to take our thread and our hook, and I take this upside down because I want to start on the right side, and through the first hole, oops, and through both the, oops, I'm off frame here, sorry. Okay, and now we are going to adhere this short thread first, because so that it can stay in place. Okay, and now we can go on. Through the next hole, pull through, and through these two. Oops, it's very hard to do this on camera. Now we go into the next hole, pull your thread through, and through these two stitches. I believe this is called a single crochet, but I'm not sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I would already have a hard time explaining this in Dutch, so I guess in English is horrible. And you are going to continue doing that along the edge of the flap. I will do one more on camera and then I'll be back in a few minutes. So we're almost at the end. One more stitch to go. Oops. And then we turn this around like so, and we are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there are little holes here, and we are going to skip 2, and we are going to take the third hole. So, and we take our thread and we pull it through and pull it through the other stitch as well, and we're going to chain 4, again, and we are going to skip 2 holes into the third one. So we'll chain 4, and we skip 2 holes again into the third one and pull it through 2. So we are going to create all these little loops and continue to do that until the end of this flap, and I'll be right back. So now we're at the end, and you have something that looks like this, and we're going to turn it around again, and we are going to do I believe it's called a single crochet. So we go in the little loop and we take our thread, and then we take our thread again and pull through 2, and we do that one more time. Oops. We do that 4 times. You can do it 4 or 5 times. No, we're going to do that 5 times. And then we are going through the first hole again under here where we went through the first time, and into the next little loop, pull your thread through 2, and now we are going to, oops, oh, my thumb is in the way, I'm sorry. It's really hard to crochet through the camera. Through the loop, you take your thread and pull through 2 stitches, and we do that 5 times again. So one more time, like this, and then we are going into the hole we went through the first time, like this. We take our thread and we pull through 2 into the next loop, pull through 2, and then into the loop, take your thread again and pull through 2, and we do that 5 times. We continue to do that along the whole edge. So when that's finished, I will be back. So I'm back and I did my last loop, and now I'm going to cut off my thread, and I pull it gently and I adhere it to the back side. Like this. Okay, and now we have something that looks like this, and now we are ready to adhere the 2 circles together. So I already placed some double-sided tape along the edge here, and I'm going to and now we are going to line it so that it will be straight as possible. And we'll leave this flap as it is for now. We are going to adhere this later with some foam, 3D foam tape, but we'll leave it for now. And this will be open so we can slide a tag or a note or something. So now we are going to punch the holes along the edge of the whole circle. So that's what I'm going to do now. And we have to be a little bit careful here. So the holes are punched around the edge of the whole card. So I started just before the flap, and we are going to do the same as we did first here around this side. Just going to see if it stays focused. We are going to do the same into the hole. We take our thread and pull it through 2, and let me remove my, maybe that's better. So into the next hole, pull your thread through, and through the into the next hole, and through the 2 threads. And we are going to continue to do that all the way around. So I'll be right back. So I went all the way around the edge, and I took my 2 strings and tied a knot here and cut them off, and I put some 3D foam tape here to adhere the flap, So, and now you can embellish it any way you like, of course. And here's room for a note or a tag. Sometimes I cut a smaller circle and glue it on the back, or if you prefer to leave it like this, it's also possible. I discovered that this paper wasn't very thick, so next time I will use another brand. So that's the card, and if you want you can also make little loops along this edge, the same as we did along this flap side, but I like to leave it like this. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you try it yourself too. It's a bit time consuming, but I really like the result. So I want to thank you all so much for watching and leaving me wonderful comments, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll be back soon. Bye bye.